Hello Motive Companies, this is Jeremiah with your Motive Safety Team, bringing you another quick safety talk about heat-related illness. Remember, we do this every month. If you would like to get more information on some of the safety talks that we've had in the past, please go to our intranet, scroll over to the safety section to the right, and then when you scroll down on the safety section, you'll notice some videos with which will be archived with our safety information on different videos like driver safety and fireworks safety. We also have a safety observant calendar that has the dates of our next Zoom meetings and any safety topics for that month you can check out for sure. But today we're going to be focusing on heat-related illness. As we know, it's been very hot, not just in the United States, but also around the world. This year, 2022, the UK is having record heat temperatures, and as we're in the States, especially I'm coming from California, that not only are we dealing with the heat, but the heat, as a result of the heat, there is problems with fires and different things. So you get into a whole different things with respiratory and just different things that happen with fire and the consequences of fire to go along with what you need to do to protect yourself from heat-related illnesses to your natural body. So it's just very important that we discuss heat-related illness, and that you're hydrated, and that you take the proper steps to keep yourself protected from the heat, especially when you get triple-digit temperatures out there like we have. The body burns calories and produces heat to keep the temperature at 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. In a hot environment or during vigorous physical activity, the body will rid itself of excessive heat. Two effective ways it does this are sweating and dilation of blood vessels. When sweat evaporates from the skin, you begin to cool off. When blood vessels dilate, blood is brought to the skin surface to release heat. Problems develop when the body's cooling mechanisms do not work properly. For example, when the air temperature exceeds body temperature, the body cannot easily cool itself. If the air is humid, sweat also does not evaporate quickly. Sweat also does not evaporate from a person who works hard exercising, but is wrapped up in a heavy layer of clothes and protective gear. That makes heat-related illness a concern in any weather condition. Heat-related illness takes several forms. Heat rash occurs when sweat ducts are clogged. Heat cramps are painful muscle spasms caused by the loss of electrolytes from the heavy sweating. If workers develop these conditions, immediately get them out of the heat so that they can rest and recover. The next stage of heat-related illness may not be far away. Heat syncope, heat exhaustion, heat stroke develop from prolonged exposures to heat. A victim of heat syncope becomes lightheaded and faints when the blood flow to the brain decreases. This is because blood pressure is lowered when the blood vessels dilate to rid the body of heat. Blood pressure lowers further when blood volume drops as water is evaporated from the blood. When the body loses too much water and salt, heat exhaustion sets in. Signs include weakness, dizziness, nausea, headache, heavy sweating, and clammy skin. A heat stroke victim has a rapid pulse, hot, red skin, and has stopped sweating. The victim may show mental confusion, a decrease in alertness, and blurred judgment. Heat stroke can be extremely serious and lead to brain damage or even death if not treated promptly and properly. Hot tips to cool conditions. You should know how to recognize a victim of heat-related illness. Evaluate the symptoms and act. For heat cramps, have the worker sip water or a sports drink. Gently stretch, massage, and ice the muscle. Seek medical attention if the victim has a heart problem or if the cramps don't get better in an hour or so. Heat syncope. Have the worker lie down in a cool area and call for medical help. Heat exhaustion. Lay the worker down on his or her back in a cool area. Call for medical help. Remove excessive layers of clothing. Give a sports drink of water or water. Do not give anything to drink if the worker vomits. Cool the worker with a cool water spray and wet clothes and a fan. Heatstroke. Call for medical help immediately. While you wait for help to arrive, immediately cool the victim with any means at hand, preferably by immersing the victim up to the neck in cold water. Alternatively, move the worker to a cool place and remove clothing down to the underwear. Then apply ice packs to the neck, armpits, and the groin, or cover the worker with wet towels or cloths, or spray him or her with cool water and fan the worker to quickly evaporate the dampness on the skin. Catch it early. Awareness is vital to prevent heat-related illnesses. Supervisors need to watch for warning signs of heat illness in workers. And workers also should be educated on what it looks like for a victim. For many companies that have to be exposed to heat year-round, provide supervisors with lectures, videos, and even first aid training to prevent and treat heat-related illnesses. Workers adapt to the heat. They should know their limits, and supervisors should never push beyond those limits. Workers can take other preventive measures to combat the heat. Eat light. The more calories you take in, the more body heat you produce. Drink plenty of fluids before work throughout the day. Avoid caffeine. Wear lightweight clothing. Wide-brimmed hats protect workers from direct sunlight. Heat illness, especially in the summer, are the consequences of not recognizing the warning signs of the job. Hot conditions do not have to be dangerous. Dangers is what to watch for and the warning signs when we get the cooperation from workers to prevent heat-related illness. It is very important, motive companies, that as we work in this hot heat and hot conditions, whether you're outside or you're indoors, that you're taking the proper steps to stay hydrated, to stay cool, to stay calm, and know the proper steps to take in case there's a heat-related injury or illness. Make sure that you're staying educated. Make sure that you're speaking to your supervisors if you are in the field or you're in your warehouse and maybe you're experiencing some dizziness, some lightheadedness. Take time to go in the shade. Explain to your supervisor how you're feeling, and they should work together. It should be a team effort in order to keep us all safe. You may be inside of the building, maybe the air conditioner is not great, and you're working and it's hot in there, and you find yourself feeling flustered, you find yourself feeling dizzy or nauseated. Make sure that you are taking the proper steps to stay hydrated, you're not dehydrated. Make sure that if you're in a vehicle, even driving in a truck, sometimes the windows are down, that heat's blowing in. All wind is not good wind, especially when it's just hot air blowing in. Make sure you're utilizing your air conditioner. You want to make sure that you talk to Fleet if your air conditioner is not working or is out or anything like that. Make sure you have everything that you need to be hydrated, to stay cool, and to know exactly what you need to do in a heat stress or a heat illness related incident so that we can keep ourselves safe. All right, motive companies, if you have any questions moving forward on any of the things that we discussed today, please email safety@motivecompanies.com. Remember that you can find all the archived trainings, videos, anything that you need on our intranet and the safety section. Once you get to the safety section, scroll on down, you'll see the archived videos. Also below that, you're going to see the safety observant calendar, which you can see when we schedule these Zoom meetings, and you most definitely can come in and use these trainings for your resources, to your employees, or if you just want to have more knowledge on a certain topic, a safety topic. All right, thank you, motive companies, and until next time.